Hello, my name is Daniel Lee, and I'll be showing you how to do lesson number 7. So today we'll be going over lines and graphing, especially with slope, slope-intercept form, and as well as graphing. So for the first problem, it asks, given 2 points, find the slope using the slope formula. Now, they give you the slope formula over here. The 2 points consist of 4, 3 and 5, 2. Now, it uses these symbols y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is x1 and y1? Well, that just represents the first point. x1, comma y1, and x2, comma y2. You associate this with this point. So that means that x1 is equal to 4, y1 is equal to 3, x2 is equal to 5, and y2 is equal to 2. So, with this given information, what we can do is we can substitute the values into the equation. M is equal to y2, which is 2, minus y1, 3, x2, 5, minus x1, 4. That gives you negative 1 over 1, which is negative 1. So your slope is negative 1. Moving on. So your x1 and your y1 and your x2 and y2. 1, 3, 5, 9. So you put it into the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y1 over x2 minus x1. So from this information, we can get 9 minus 3, 5 minus 1. That gives us 6 over 4, 3 over 2. And that will be our slope. Moving on. Now we're going to use the slope-intercept form using the equation below with 2 points. Now, we want to find out what the m is because we don't know what the slope is. But we can by using this formula that we just learned. So, from that information, we can find our slope, which is y2, x2, x1, y1, y2 minus y1, which is 7 minus 4, x2 minus x1, which is 3 minus 2. That gives you 7 minus 4 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, so your slope is 3. Now, you can put it into the equation y equals 3x plus b. Now we want to find out what b is because we don't know what that is, which is our y-intercept. So what we can do is we can replace the x and y values with a point. Now I'm just going to use the first point, but you can use either point. 3 times 2, because x is 2, and y is 4, plus b. 6, 4 plus b. So b is equal to negative 2, because if you subtract 6 from both sides, you get negative 2. So, what is your slope-intercept form equation going to equate to? Well, it's going to equate to y equals 3x minus 2, and that is your answer. Moving on. Now, you have 10, 2, x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, you have your 2 points, so you just find the slope, which is 9 minus 2, 4 minus 10, which is equal to 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. So your slope is going to be 7, negative 6. Now we have our slope. We can put it into the equation. X plus b. And now because we want to know what b is, we can replace x and y with a point, and I'll put 10, 2 in this point for this case. So 7, negative 6 times 10 plus b is equal to 2. Now, you have 70 over negative 70 over 6 plus b is equal to 2. b is equal to 2 plus 70 over 6, which is going to equal 12 over 6 plus 70 over 6, which is equal to 82 over 6. Now, from this information, we know that b is 82 over 6, and we know that m is negative 7 over 6. So we can say that our equation is negative 7 over 6x plus 82 over 6. And that'll be our answer. Now, moving on. Now we're going to be plotting them on, actually plotting them on the grid. So then we can find the equation of the line. So what we can do is we can plot these 2 points, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 4 right here, and 3 comma negative 4, 3 comma negative 4 right here. So what can we figure out? Well, we have to figure out an equation to fit these 2 points. So we can find the m, which is negative 4 minus 4 over 3 minus 2, negative 8 over 1. So your slope is negative 8. Now, if you go down 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, run by 1, that's your slope. So what we can say here is that whatever our equation is going to be, it's going to be this line. Now, I'm going to actually find the equation. Because I already have the slope, I can figure it out by substituting m by negative 8 and to find b, insert one of the points, 2 comma 4, negative 8 times 2 plus b, 4 equals like that. So you get negative 16 equals 4 plus b. So your y-intercept is going to be 20. Now your equation is going to be negative 8x plus 20. So what this means is that this equation is represented by this line on the graph. Now, trying this one, we got 2 points, negative 3 comma 7, 2 comma negative 1. Now we can plot them on the graph, negative 3, 7, 3, 6, 7, 2, negative 1, 2, negative 1. Now, we have these 2 points. What we have to do is we have to find the slope. So negative 1 minus 7, 2 minus negative 3. From there, we can subtract, which will be negative 8. 2 plus 3 is 5, because negative times negative is positive. And that'll give us our slope, negative 8 over 5. From there, we can substitute m by negative 8 over 5 as our slope and find b. So we can use 2 comma negative 1 because it's simpler that way. And so what we can do is we can replace x by 2. And we can replace y by negative 1 plus b. Now you have negative 16 over 5 equals negative 1 plus b. Now you can add 16 over 5ths on both sides and get 16 over 5 minus 1 equals b. Now b is equal to 11 over 5 because 1 is equivalent to 5 over 5 and I just subtracted 16 minus 5. So that gives you 11 over 5. From that equation, now we can assume that y is equal to negative 8 over 5x plus 11 over 5. Now, because it's negative 8 over 5, let's try this out. We go down if this is correct, we'll go down 8 times and we'll run by a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and then run by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then that means that this equation is going to be represented by this line that I just made. So this is equivalent to this. Well, I hope you learned something. The other problems will help you master this, and I hope you have a great day.